Here are Grandma's 41 ingenious home hacks that will blow your mind and make life easier. Whiten teeth with hydrogen peroxide. Grandma always swore by hydrogen peroxide for a natural teeth whitening trick. Mix equal parts hydrogen peroxide and water, then swish the solution in your mouth for 30 seconds before spitting it out. The mild bleaching properties break down surface stains on enamel without the harshness of commercial whiteners. Avoid swallowing and rinse thoroughly with water. Use this method no more than 3 times a week to maintain bright teeth safely. For extra whitening power, brush with a baking soda and peroxide paste. Sharpen knives with toothpaste. Did you know that toothpaste can double as a fine abrasive to sharpen dull knives? Apply a small amount of non-gel toothpaste onto the blade and rub it against a ceramic plate or sharpening stone at a 20-degree angle. The mild abrasives polish the edge, improving its sharpness. Rinse thoroughly and dry immediately to prevent rust. This trick is great for maintaining knives in a pinch, especially when a proper sharpener isn't available. Wipe greasy pans with a dryer sheet. Cut through stubborn grease by soaking pans with a dryer sheet. Fill the pan with warm water. Submerge a dryer sheet and let it sit for 15 minutes. The anti-static properties and conditioning agents break down baked-on residue, making it easy to wipe away with a sponge. Rinse thoroughly before reuse. This hack also works wonders on baking sheets and air fryer baskets. Keeping a few dryer sheets near the sink can make cleanup effortless. Prevent glasses from fogging with Vaseline. Grandma had a clever way to keep her glasses clear in humid conditions. Apply a tiny dab of Vaseline to each lens, then buff it off with a microfiber cloth until clear. This thin, invisible layer repels moisture, preventing fog buildup. It's especially useful in winter or while cooking over steaming pots. Be sure to apply only a small amount to avoid smudging, a handy trick for keeping vision clear in any situation. Fix shoe soles with shoe goo. Extend the life of worn-out shoes with the shoe goo. Clean the area with a dry cloth. Apply a generous layer of adhesive to the damaged section and press firmly. Let it cure for 24 hours before wearing. The flexible yet durable formula bonds rubber and leather, making shoes last longer. This trick works great on work boots, sneakers, and even leather dress shoes. Keep a tube handy for quick fixes. Remove lime scale with lemon. Break down stubborn lime scale buildup naturally using lemon. Cut a lemon in half and rub it directly onto faucets, shower heads, or kettle interiors. The citric acid dissolves calcium deposits, loosening the mineral buildup. Let it sit for 10 minutes, then scrub with a sponge and rinse with warm water. This method is safe for stainless steel and chrome finishes. For tougher stains, soak a cloth in lemon juice. Wrap it around the affected area and leave it overnight. Use hanger spirals for storage. Maximize closet space by repurposing spiral hangers. Loop scarves, belts, or handbags through the coils for easy access and a tidy display. The spiral design keeps items from slipping and prevents tangling. For better organization, group similar accessories together on the same hanger. This trick also works well in laundry rooms for drying delicate clothing without creases. A simple way to make the most of limited space without adding bulky organizers. Keep pipes running slowly to prevent freezing. Prevent pipes from freezing in cold weather by allowing a small, steady drip of water from faucets overnight. Moving water is less likely to freeze compared to stagnant water. Open cabinet doors under sinks to allow warm air to circulate around exposed pipes. For extra protection, wrap pipes with foam insulation or towels. If temperatures drop drastically, consider using a space heater near vulnerable pipes. A little precaution can save costly repairs from burst plumbing. Reuse wet wipe lids as storage. Turn plastic wet wipe lids into convenient storage openings for bags or containers. Peel them off used wipe packages and glue them onto snack bags, flour containers, or rice sacks. Once secured, cut an opening in the plastic bag underneath. This creates a resealable, easy-access lid that keeps food fresh while preventing spills. It's a smart way to repurpose household items and reduce plastic waste. This works great for pet food bags too. Cover a broken egg with salt for easy cleanup. Spilled an egg? Cover it completely with salt and let it sit for 2 minutes. The salt absorbs moisture, making the slimy mess easier to scoop up with a paper towel or spatula. This trick prevents the egg from spreading across the surface and eliminates stickiness. Wipe the area with a damp cloth to remove any residue. It also reduces odor, keeping kitchen counters and floors clean without extra scrubbing. Wrap onions in toilet paper. Extend the freshness of onions with toilet paper before storing. This method absorbs excess moisture, preventing sprouting and mold. Place each onion individually in a dry sheet of toilet paper, then store them in a cool, dry place. Grandma always swore by this trick to keep onions fresh longer without needing fancy storage solutions. Change the paper if it becomes damp to maintain effectiveness. This hack works well for shallots and garlic too. Store paintbrushes in a plastic bag. Keep paintbrushes from drying out between uses with a plastic bag. After painting, wipe off excess paint with a cloth, then place the brush inside a resealable bag. Squeeze out the air and seal tightly. This prevents paint from hardening on the bristles, saving you time on cleanup. For long breaks, wrap the brush in a damp paper towel inside the bag. A simple yet effective way to prolong brush life. Polish stainless steel with olive oil. Give stainless steel appliances a streak-free shine with olive oil. Apply a few drops to a microfiber cloth and buff in circular motions. The oil fills in tiny scratches, repels watermarks, and restores a smooth finish. Wipe away excess with a dry cloth to prevent buildup. This method is safe for sinks, fridges, and even faucets. If dealing with stubborn grime, mix olive oil with a pinch of baking soda for extra cleaning power. Repel bugs off plants with dish soap. Protect plants from pests with a homemade dish soap spray. Mix 1 teaspoon of mild dish soap with a quart of water and pour it into a spray bottle. Mist the leaves, focusing on the undersides where bugs hide. The soap disrupts insect cell membranes, suffocating pests like aphids and spider mites. Rinse the plants with water after a few hours to prevent residue buildup. Use weekly for continued protection without harsh chemicals. Repurpose plastic bottles. Turn old plastic bottles into useful household tools instead of tossing them. Cut the top off a large bottle to make a funnel, use smaller ones as seed starters, or slice them into strips for DIY plant ties. They can also store bulk dry goods like rice or flour. Bottles with spray tops can be refilled for homemade cleaners. A creative way to reduce waste while making daily tasks easier. Drop a denture tablet in the toilet weekly. Keep your toilet fresh and stain-free with a simple denture tablet. Drop one into the bowl before bedtime and let it fizz overnight. The effervescent action loosens mineral deposits and grime without scrubbing. In the morning, flush and watch stains disappear. This method is especially useful in hard water areas. For stubborn buildup, use 2 tablets and let them sit for a few hours before brushing. Shorten sleeves with fabric glue. Easily adjust sleeve length without sewing by using fabric glue. Lay the shirt flat, fold the sleeve to the desired length, and apply a thin line of fabric glue along the edge. Press down firmly and let it dry for at least an hour before wearing. The glue holds strong but remains flexible, making it a quick fix for altering clothes. This hack works best on cotton, polyester, and light fabrics. Great food over a cloth. Minimize mess while grating cheese, vegetables, or zest by placing a clean kitchen cloth underneath. The fabric catches fine shavings, preventing waste and keeping the counter clean. When finished, gather the cloth and easily transfer the grated food to a bowl. This trick also works well with flour or breadcrumbs when coating food. Shake off excess crumbs outside before tossing the cloth in the wash. Make a tin can spiral slicer. Turn an empty tin can into a spiral slicer for cucumbers, zucchini, or carrots. Use a can opener to remove the bottom and smooth the edges with sandpaper. Cut slanted grooves along the side using a sharp knife or metal snips. Insert a vegetable and twist it through the grooves, creating thin spirals. This homemade gadget adds a fun twist to salads and garnishes. Use caution when handling sharp edges. Absorb car moisture with a sanitary pad. Combat excess humidity inside your car by using a sanitary pad. Peel off the adhesive backing and stick it under the dashboard, beneath the seats, or inside the trunk. The absorbent material locks in moisture, preventing fogged windows and musty odors. Check the pad weekly and replace it when damp. This hack is especially useful during rainy seasons or in humid climates. For extra moisture control, add baking soda inside a breathable bag. Mix vinegar and ketchup to remove rust. Break down rust on tools, metal fixtures, or utensils by combining vinegar and ketchup. The acetic acid in vinegar dissolves oxidation, while the tomato's natural acidity enhances the reaction. Mix equal parts of both, apply the paste to the rusted area, and let it sit for 30 minutes. Scrub with a brush or crumpled foil, then rinse thoroughly. This method works best on lightly rusted items. Repeat for tougher stains. Use Scott's Turf Builder for a greener lawn. Strengthen grass roots and boost lush green growth with Scott's Turf Builder. Evenly spread the granules over the lawn using a spreader, following the package instructions for the best coverage. Water the grass immediately after application to activate the nutrients. The slow release formula ensures consistent feeding, improving drought resistance, and reducing the need for frequent watering. Apply seasonally to maintain vibrant, healthy grass with minimal upkeep. Add vinegar to dish soap. Improve grease cutting power by mixing white vinegar with dish soap. The vinegar breaks down stubborn grease, while the soap lifts dirt and food particles. Combine 1 part vinegar with 2 parts dish soap in a spray bottle. Shake well and use it to clean dishes, sinks, and stovetops. Let the mixture sit on greasy pans for a few minutes before scrubbing. This simple blend also works as an all-purpose kitchen cleaner. Extend flower life with sugar and vinegar. Did you know that a little sugar and vinegar can keep flowers fresher for longer? The sugar feeds the blooms, while the vinegar prevents bacterial growth in the water. Add 2 tablespoons of white vinegar and 1 tablespoon of sugar to a quart of water, then pour it into the vase. Trim the stems at an angle before placing them in the solution. Change the mixture every 2 days for the best results. Use disposable diapers in the garden. Trap moisture with a disposable diaper. Cut it open and place the gel side down in a planter before adding soil. Water retention beads inside the diaper absorb excess water and release it slowly, preventing soil from drying out too quickly. This ensures plants stay hydrated longer, reducing the need for frequent watering, ideal for potted plants, hanging baskets, and raised garden beds. Refresh the diaper lining every few months to maintain efficiency. Rub wax paper on faucets to prevent spots. Prevent water spots by rubbing wax paper on faucets. Tear off a small sheet and buff the faucet, covering all surfaces. The wax coats the metal, repelling water and preventing mineral deposits from sticking. This invisible barrier keeps faucets looking shiny and reduces the need for frequent cleaning. Works on stainless steel, chrome, and brass fixtures. Repeat weekly for long-lasting protection. Attach a blade to a comb. Turn a comb into a cutting tool. Tape a razor blade securely along the spine of a sturdy comb, ensuring it aligns with the teeth. Use it to trim hair or shape pet fur with controlled, even strokes. The comb guides the cut while the blade provides precision. This hack works best for blending layers or thinning out thick sections. Handle with care to avoid injury and replace the blade when it dulls. Rub wax paper on a shower rod. Stop shower curtain rings from snagging. Grab a piece of wax paper and rub it along the entire length of the rod. The wax fills in tiny imperfections, reducing friction and allowing rings to glide smoothly. This trick prevents annoying jerks and extends the life of both the rod and curtain rings. Reapply after deep cleaning or whenever the rings start sticking again. Install gable vent fans to cool attics. Ventilate attics efficiently with a gable fan. Mount the fan inside an existing gable vent, ensuring it faces outward. Connect it to a thermostat so it turns on automatically when temperatures rise. The fan pushes hot air out, improving airflow and preventing heat buildup. This reduces cooling costs, prevents mold, and extends roof longevity. Pair with soffit vents for better circulation and balanced attic temperatures. Loosen jar lids with hot water. Break the seal by running hot water over a stubborn jar lid. Hold the jar upside down under warm running water for about 30 seconds, focusing on the metal lid. The heat causes the metal to expand slightly, loosening its grip. Dry the jar, then twist the lid off using a towel for extra grip. Works best with glass jars of sauces, pickles, or jams. If needed, tap the lid lightly against the counter to break the vacuum seal. Use a 60-watt lamp as a heater. Turn a basic light bulb into a mini heater. Place a 60-watt incandescent bulb inside a metal or ceramic lamp with a reflective surface. Position it in a small enclosed space, like a closet or bathroom, to gently raise the temperature. The bulb emits radiant heat, keeping small areas warm without running a full heater. Ideal for preventing pipes from freezing in winter. Avoid using LED bulbs as they don't generate enough heat. Absorb excess salt in soup with a peeled potato. Grandma always fixed oversalted soup with a simple trick. Drop a whole peeled potato into the pot and let it simmer for 10 to 15 minutes. The starch in the potato absorbs excess sodium, balancing the flavors. Once done, remove the potato and taste the soup. Repeat if necessary. This method works best with broths, stews, and gravies. If no potatoes are on hand, a handful of cooked rice wrapped in cheesecloth can also help. Store cables with toilet rolls. Organize tangled cords using empty toilet paper rolls. Flatten the roll slightly, label it with a marker, and insert a coiled cable inside. The tube keeps cords from tangling while making them easy to grab when needed. Store multiple rolls upright in a shoebox for a neat, clutter-free setup. Works well for phone chargers, earbuds, and USB cables. For thicker cables, use paper towel rolls instead. Turn bottle caps into loops. Repurpose metal bottle caps into hanging loops. Use a hammer and nail to punch a hole in the center, then thread a screw through the hole and attach it to a wooden surface. These makeshift loops can hold keys, kitchen utensils, or e-storage lightweight tools. The raised edges provide a secure grip, preventing items from slipping off. Use a drill for cleaner holes, and always wear gloves when handling sharp edges. Use toothpaste to absorb odors. Eliminate foul smells using plain white toothpaste. Spread a thin layer inside smelly containers, rub it around, and let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes before rinsing. The baking soda and mild abrasives in toothpaste neutralize odor-causing bacteria. It works great for water bottles, thermoses, and even hands after handling strong-smelling foods like garlic or fish. For extra freshness, add a drop of lemon juice before scrubbing. Remove stains with an iron. Grandma swore by this trick for lifting stubborn stains. Place a clean white cloth over the stained fabric, then set your iron to medium heat with no steam. Gently press the iron onto the cloth for 10 to 15 seconds, allowing heat to transfer and loosen the stain. The cloth absorbs the lifted dirt, making it easier to wash out. Works well for grease, wax, and ink stains on clothing, carpets, and upholstery. Remove scratches with toothpaste and Vaseline. Did you know that toothpaste and Vaseline can buff out scratches? Combine a dab of each and gently rub the mixture onto scratched surfaces using a microfiber cloth. The fine abrasives in toothpaste polish the surface, while Vaseline fills in minor scratches, reducing their visibility. Let it sit for a few minutes, then buff clean. Works on glass, plastic, and even phone screens. Repeat if needed for deeper scratches, but avoid using gel toothpaste as it lacks effective abrasives. Join hoses with zip ties. Quickly connect two garden hoses without special fittings. Insert one hose slightly into the other, overlapping about an inch. Wrap multiple zip ties tightly around the joint, ensuring a snug fit to prevent leaks. The flexible plastic compresses the hoses together, creating a temporary seal. This trick is perfect for quick repairs or extending hose length in a pinch. Reinforce with duct tape if using for high-pressure water flow. Remove makeup stains with shaving cream. Break down stubborn makeup stains with shaving cream. Apply a generous amount to the stain and let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes. The foaming agents lift oil-based pigments, making them easier to blot away. Gently scrub with a damp cloth, then rinse with cold water. Ideal for removing foundation, lipstick, or mascara from clothing, pillowcases, and carpets. Avoid gel-based shaving creams. Traditional foamy formulas work best according to Grandma. Peel chestnuts with a cap. Quickly remove chestnut shells using a bottle cap. Place the nut in your palm and press the crimped edge of a metal bottle cap into the shell, rolling slightly to create a crack. Once cracked, peel away the shell easily with your fingers. The rigid edges of the cap grip the tough shell, making peeling effortless. This trick works best on roasted or boiled chestnuts, as heat loosens the inner skin. Insulate outlets with expanding foam. Seal cold air leaks by filling gaps around electrical outlets with expanding foam. Remove the cover plate. Hold the nozzle at an angle and spray a small amount of foam around the opening. It expands to fill gaps, creating an airtight barrier against drafts. The foam hardens in minutes, improving energy efficiency and preventing heat loss. Once dry, trim excess with a knife before replacing the cover for a cleaner finish. For more contents like this, click here to subscribe.